What's up, Popsies? So today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a fret leveling and crowning on this very nice Samick KR660 electric guitar. And also big shout out to the Fat Rat for this amazing backing track. I'll link his channel in the description below. So as we can see, the guitar has some deep indentation on its frets. And this can cause some annoying fret buzz and difficulty in playing chords and bending the strings. So today we're gonna do our best to level and crown the frets. So let's start. So here are the tools that we'll be needing. So this is just a piece of wood with 200 grit sandpaper, but you can use a fret leveling beam if you have the money to buy it. I just use this because it's cheaper. Fret crowning tool, a square file, but this is just optional. A fret protector, also optional. And various grits of sandpaper ranging from 400, 600, and 1000 grit. Masking tape. And just a regular brush to clean the dust off when we're gonna do the fret leveling and crowning. So first things first, we're going to tape the fretboard with masking tape to protect it when doing the actual leveling. Be sure to tape the masking tape close to the frets to protect the fretboard from the fret leveling beam. So let's just speed up the vid. Now I use a cutter to cut out the excess of the masking tape covering the frets. Also, be sure to be careful when cutting out the masking tape. You don't want to damage the fretboard. So now, as we can see, the whole fretboard is now covered with masking tape, only exposing the frets. So now I use a Sharpie to mark all the frets. You can use any marker you want. I'm just using this because this is what I have. So we're using the Sharpie marker so that we can have a guideline on how far we're going to sand the frets, because we want to take as little material as possible. just speeding up the video. Now I use my DIY fret leveling beam to sand the frets to get it level. Also, side note, be sure to do this slowly and carefully, and follow the ranges of the fretboard when leveling so you can have a nice even fret. So this is to ensure that when you're sanding the fret, they are all leveled, because you don't want some of the frets sticking out. Sometimes you also want to check with your fingers, because sometimes we can see the indentation, so we can have a good feel if the frets are level. So as we can see, the frets are pretty much level. All the finishing touches will be done later. Just brushing off some of the dust. We don't want too much dirt building up on the fretboard when we're doing the fret leveling and crowning. Then, I use a Sharpie to mark the frets all over again. Now, this is for the crowning process. Now I take my fret crowning file, slowly and carefully filing the frets. You want to be careful with this because you don't want to hit the fretboard with a fret crowning file. now I use a 600 grit sandpaper and run it all over the fret. This is just the part of the leveling and buffing of the frets. A 600 grit sandpaper to fine sand. Then lastly, I use a 1000 grit sandpaper to fine sand all and each of every frets. Also, I'm gonna be listing all the tools that I use in the description below, so you can also check that out, so every one of you can have a general guideline of the tools that will be needed in doing this kind of guitar repair. So here's the finished product. Hope you like it. Be sure to like and subscribe for the sound test of the guitar in the next video. I'm gonna be posting it around this week. So that's all, guys. Thank you, Popsies.